Everybody, thank you for joining me this evening. It's getting a little bit colder now. We'll just wait for some people to jump on. But if you are not familiar with me, my name is Linda. I'm also known as the Psychic Pinup. I am based in Wollongong, New South Wales, about 1 hour south of Sydney. And I'm just waiting for some of you to jump on. It always takes a little bit for you to jump on. As I see you jumping on now, there's a couple of you here. So make yourself known to me. Let me know where you are watching from. And if you can like and share the live feed at the same time, I would appreciate that. Hello, Anita. Thank you for joining me. Hi, Gail. Thank you. We're all jumping on now. This is good. I knew I'd get a way around this whole Facebook fiasco and they keep changing the goalpost. So who was out at Goulburn on the weekend? Let me know, because Goulburn, I'm just so like, everything's still a blur for me. I'm like, I thought today was Thursday and it's only Tuesday, and I worked all day yesterday. I was doing a lot of admin yesterday and behind the scenes, and I was reading today, and I've just had dinner and I'll just jump on and do this live feed, and I've got readings on again tomorrow, and it's all go. Hello, Lauren, Elise, hello. Dakota, watching from Goulburn. I recognise that name. I believe I read you. Is that right, over the weekend? Because that is not a name that you would forget easily. Okay. So we do not have Julie with us this evening. Julie is off on a cruise. The lucky girl. Lucky lady. So she's off sailing up to, I think, up around Moreton. Is it Moreton Island? Moreton Bay Island? Up around Queensland, around Brisbane, and then coming back later on this week. So it's only a very short cruise, but it is a trip that she deserves. She works very hard, and she does deserve a little bit of time off and a bit of R&R. So I'm sure she won't even be able to get internet service being out at sea. But if you are watching, Julie, hello. I'm surviving without you. Hello, Sarah. Thank you for joining. Sonia. Hello, Kate. So if you are not familiar, or I'm going to say it to my regulars, if you can like and share the live feed, let me know. If you are new, I do ask if you like and share the live feed, and let me know. Pop it in the comments section there, the word liked and shared, along with your comments and or questions. Now, again, if you're not familiar with how I read, I'm a psychic and I'm a medium. It's two different things. So again, I know that I preach this every week, and every time when I do readings for people as well, I like to educate. A psychic is somebody who will tap into your energy and sees what's going on around you, so past, present, and possible future. And a medium is somebody who will connect in with past loved ones and brings messages through. I am both. Now, not all psychics are mediums, but all mediums are psychic. Now, I tend to steer clear from mediumship readings on these live feeds, only purely because there is a lag on here, and me talking now, you're not seeing for about another 30 seconds. And I do bring evidence through when I do my readings, and I need a yes or a no straight away before I can come through with more information and before I can deliver messages. So it just gets a little bit long in the tooth, and I'm quite mindful that we have a lot of other people watching, and I try to move through these readings quickly so that everybody gets something out of it. Okay, so that's why I tend to hang around more psychic questions. Not that I don't do mediumship. Certainly, if spirit does come through, by all means, yes, I will be bringing them through. But it's not something that I'm actively doing on live feed this evening. However, you are more than welcome to book a private reading with me, and the details are down there below on the bottom of the screen. So if you go to thepsychicpinup.setmore.com, that will take you to my online booking, and you will be able to see my next availability, which I believe now is Friday. So just off the top of my head, I've only got appointments left for this coming Friday. And then on Tuesday next week, I think I've only got a couple of appointments there in the morning. Then I'm up in Sydney for the Mind Body Spirit Festival, and so I'm not available again for readings face to face unless you come and see me Mind Body Spirit. I'm not available for private readings and for Port Kembla or for Zoom until around about the 24th of May, just off the top of my head. But if you go to the online booking, you should be able to see all of that. Now, saying that, just bear in mind when I do my readings tonight, I do not answer medical or legal questions online. I'm sorry. So don't even go there. Don't even ask me. I won't even answer that. I also channel a lot of my readings. So again, please don't ask me for cards or anything like that, because I don't do the cards. I channel a lot of my information. I do a lot of scribble as well. So this is what I always say to everybody. This is I affectionately call my Ouija board. I scribble, doodle, write things down as I do my readings. Now, also, I do prefer to work with direct questions. So please, I do tend to steer clear of anybody who asks me, what do you see? Can I have a general? Can you pull a card? Let's get with the specifics. Okay, it just means I can get through a lot more of you quicker. Now, thank you. Let's have a look at you all here. Okay. So we've got, Dakota and Anne Marie, hello. Shay, hello. I'm just having a quick look to see who's online. Brigitte. So again, I may be a little bit slower this evening because Julie's not here as my moderator. Elise, hello. Haley, hi. Okay. Alyssa, hello. Anita, yep, I'll get to all of that. Okay. Now, some of you may have seen this sort of like just blew my mind a little bit, that I put up last night I decided to do a platform show in Young, and my beautiful friend Nell is facilitating that for me in her beautiful wellness centre there in Young, and we put up the notice for it last night, and it literally sold out in 12 hours. And it's just blown my mind a little bit. And I understand that there's other people waiting to get in. So I may come back and do another show if anybody is here from Young watching. So watch this space. And I would strongly urge you, if you've not already liked this page, to go and like the page, follow the page, because all the announcements go through my page first before it gets picked up anywhere else. So if you're wanting heads up, make sure you like the page. Okay. Hello, Teagues. Natasha, hello. Hi, Julie. Julie Patricia, hello. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so let's start with these questions. And again, I just ask that you be specific with questions so I can move through them a lot quicker. No medical, no legal. Let's have a look. Okay, so Sonia, you're asking, liked and shared, will my daughter be okay? Did I not do a reading for you? Was that you I did a reading for last week? Your name looks familiar. Your name looks familiar, lovely. So I'm going to say, yes, I am going to say that, but I do see that there is needing a little bit of strength here as well. So is that strength on your part or on her part? Because I feel like I've got butting of heads here, if that makes sense. I feel like somebody wants to do one thing one way and somebody wants to do something another way. But I do see that, yes, things will be okay there. They're not giving me a time frame, but I feel like there is, okay, they're showing me that there is an offer coming in here. I don't know if that's related to your daughter, but I feel like I need to bring that up for you. So I'm going to say yes, yes, yes. They're saying have faith, and I will use that word quite strongly, faith. So I'm going to say yes, darling, but they're not giving me a time frame with this. But I'm just saying, I have to say, I feel like there's a little bit of inner strength that's required with this as well. Okay. On your part, okay, I just forgot what I told you. This is how I read. I read and then I forget. So if you understand that, and this, I'm assuming you just typed that as I started reading. This is why I don't do mediumship, because of the lag that we have going on here. Um, it'll all come good. It will come good. So okay, so they're saying that the strength is required on your part. Got it. Okay, so that's you. That's what they're saying. Faith, 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 faith. Yes. Okay. All righty. Okay. Kate, I don't know that. I don't really do past lives, honey. Okay. You already know all of that stuff anyway. You just want me to confirm a lot of that stuff. Okay. You've read for me, but quite a while ago. Okay. Why does your name ring a bell? I felt like there was a connection to a reading that I did last week with you. Okay, Renee, so you're saying, thanks for sharing, honey. I'd like to know whether leaving my current role for another opportunity is the right choice. This is the thing, okay? And a lot of the times people ask me, have I made the right choice? And I'm always going to say yes, always. Because we need to learn and we need to experience things in order to grow. Sometimes we get a little bit too comfortable in what we do, day to day things, and that includes work as well. And sometimes we need to shake it up a little bit and step outside our comfort zone, and to in order to grow. And I'm hearing the word in particular with you, challenge. It's a challenge. So I feel like you've been a little bit too comfortable where you are, and they're just showing me here that this could possibly be a little bit challenging, but I do see that there are opportunities that do come with this. I feel like it's actually a whole new path that you are going on. So I am being shown a bit of a deviation in terms of career path, but I do see it as a good stepping stone. Okay, so I'll leave that there for you. Okay. So Sonia, sorry, I wasn't on. Thank you. Yeah, have faith, lovely. Yep. You're welcome, Renee. Hope that's helped you. Okay. Now, those who've just joined, I ask that you like and share the live feed. Let me know that you have done that. Pop it in the comments section there, along with your questions and or comments. I'm also open to discussing developing in terms of psychic and mediumship as well. I like to make this a bit more of an interactive live feed instead of just doing readings, because I'm here to educate as well, and I want everybody to get something out of this. Where are we? Let me just scroll back through here. Mel, you're saying, I'm seeing my family tomorrow at my nephew's wedding. So it's a Wednesday wedding, is it? Following a long period of distance due to being hurt by my father and younger sister with no communication. Okay, lovely, just breathe. Okay, one of my sayings is, and I do say this with respect, it is what it is, and you can't make people change. And sometimes we have to have this level of acceptance as well. I do see this standoffish, you're on one side, they're on the other side, if that makes sense. There's that distance there. I do see pleasantries being exchanged, but I just feel I am picking up the anxiety, but I'm going to say that's to do with you. And I want you just to be mindful of that. Now, my advice to you is to just breathe. You can't change anything. And that's what I'll say. It is what it is. There's no judgment there, and nobody is going to judge you. Okay? Affirmation's lovely. All right? And you know what I'm talking about with that. Okay, I'll leave that there. Um, 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 um. Okay, Charmaine, I remember distinctly reading about you and your son about the football a couple of weeks ago, and I said that I see him sitting on the bench. There's an injury there or something, but that's all I'm seeing, and I'm not seeing anything else with that. Sorry, lovely. That's all I'm seeing for you today. Okay. Shaz Gay, okay, liked and shared. Thank you. Will my family grow? Okay. I want to say at the moment you're at a turning point with the family. Now, I'm going to say, yes, I do feel like there is another one there, but I have to say, I feel like you're either on the fence about this or possibly there was issues previously and we're not sure whether it will happen if you get what I'm saying here. I do see further planning, I do see further research here. I want to use the word research, but where I'm sitting at today, I will say yes, I do see that, but it's coming with further um re there's further planning. There's other things going on there as well. Now I pick up a number two with that. So this is interesting because normally when I get numbers, they're time frames, but I want to say in terms of additions. Okay, so I'll leave that there for you, lovely. Okay. Natalie, hello. Good seeing you Saturday at your show. That was all a blur for me too, you know that, don't you? So I hope you enjoyed it. Can you see a new adventure is going ahead with me in the next couple of weeks? Okay. At the moment, a new venture. See, this is the thing also, because I'm seeing money as well. I feel like money's been crossing of money, in, out, in, out, in, out. So that could even be energy I'm being shown in, out, exchanging of energy that's going on here. Yes, lovely. You are at a crossroad as well. And they're just showing me about to start a whole new chapter with you. Now, is this involving somebody else as well? This new adventure, because I feel like there is a third party involved with this new adventure that I need to bring up. Now, I am picking up the number six with you. So there is some form of moving on, but you're saying the next couple of weeks. I feel like I need to say around about 6 weeks, if that makes sense. Could be 6 days, but I'm feeling like it's more to do with 6 weeks. So I hope that helps you. Hey, who else have we got? Okay, Brooke, you're at a loss. Will I stay or will I go? It's to do with a person also. This is the thing, honey. Relationships are not easy, and it always takes two to tango. Now, when I see when I talk about relationships, we're actually talking with more than one timeline here as well. I can't see this person changing if that's what you're asking me, nor can I tell you what to do. But where I'm sitting at today, I'm saying, yep, not there's no change there. You've tried, but I just feel like I'm beating my head against a brick wall here. Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right. I'm going to say this also, lovely, and I will say this with respect, but have we got a child involved with this as well? Because I have to bring up either a pregnancy or a child around this. Okay, but where I'm sitting at, I'm not seeing any change with behaviour, if that's what you're asking me. So, as of this evening, I feel like you are more on the side of going than staying. Okay, so I'll leave that there. Okay. So, Anita, you're saying I was going to ask, could build my psychic abilities as a career alongside my coaching business? Yeah, look, this is what I say. I firmly believe everybody is born with this intuition. We all have this ability to be psychic, and it gets beaten out of us from a very young age through environmental, like society, religion, parents, schooling, peers. There's a number of factors at play here, and then you get people like us who go against the norm, and we've always been deemed the rebellious ones when we grow up, but it's you've always had it, but you just need to open up that door again and bring it in. The thing is, you're already quite intuitive when you do your coaching. When you are speaking to people, you do pick up the vibe. You do pick up bits and pieces as well. But it's just something that needs to be fine tuned. And it's like when we talk about radios, and we're just tuning into this here. And I just feel a little bit of tweaking needs to happen with you. So I would highly recommend, and I'm a big advocate for further education for anything, and I would encourage you to get yourself into a some sort of development circle. I don't know, where are you based at, lovely? Because I may be able to help you out and point you in the right direction with that, but it doesn't hurt. Okay, and I always say to people, knowledge is power. But then with power comes responsibility also. Okay, who else have we got? Okay. Okay, Bree, do you see this new relationship working long term, like marriage? Okay, that's way into the future, lovely. Okay, let's pull it back a little bit here. This has only been a couple of months, is that right? Okay, don't go getting ahead of yourself, because at the moment I'm seeing a lot of stars in your eyes, and we're still at the honeymoon stage and getting to know each other. I'm being shown here. Yeah, you're ready to jump. And I don't mean jump off a cliff. I'm ready to take a leap and move to the next phase. Do not push this, lovely. I see if you jumping too quickly like this, there will be cold feet with the other person. Okay, but I'm being shown here at the moment. They're not showing me anything to do with marriage, lovely. But I am being shown both of you being loved up. I do feel good about this, but it's too early yet, lovely, to be talking about marriage. Okay, but I feel good about it. Okay, let me just scroll down. Now, those who've just joined me, I'd ask that you like and share. And if you haven't already liked my page or followed the page, please go and do that as well, because I'm always announcing where I'm doing, what I'm doing, where I'm going, what shows are coming up. And if you've just jumped on, I will be at the Mind Body Spirit Festival in Darling Harbour next week. So next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I am taking bookings now for that. If anybody is thinking about coming in, I know that I can have up to a 3-hour wait to get a reading with me. So that's why I am happy to take some pre-bookings. Okay, so Natalie, yes, your partner is being involved. So that's to do with hang on, let me rewind that. That's to do with the venture, is that right? Okay, I'm just being shown that there was somebody else involved with this as well. Okay, so look, I hope that answers it. I'll just give you everything that they give me, and people who know me, I stay true to the information that I do get from Spirit. Okay. Brigitte, I believe I didn't get around to answering you last week, did I, lovely? Can you please tell me if you see a new man coming into my life? Oh, honey, there's so many people, single people out there, and everyone just wants love, and everybody deserves love. I'm going to say yes, but the thing is, I don't feel like they are living near where you are. So where are you based at? Because I feel like possibly they could be even overseas. And I know that's a big call, but I have to say it because they just dropped it into my head. So that I feel like that they're either overseas or they were originally born overseas and they're now living here. Now, I'm just asking them time frames with that because I also have to highlight children around you as well. And I'm getting the number 2. Right. I don't feel like it's in the next 2 months. I have to favour early next year with this with you. Okay, and that's okay. So please don't be disheartened with that because I know I just felt your heart drop then, and I just see that you being busy between now and Christmas. So I have to be quite specific about that. And do we have children involved here? Because I feel like it's something to do around children as well. Okay, I'll leave that there. Brooke, so when you talk timelines, apparently we always flock to each other in every lifetime. Okay, right. Uh, yes, it's look, we have soul contracts before we come to Earth. So basically, before we're born, we've already written down what sort of life we want, what we would like to experience during the lifetime, who we choose as our parents, our siblings, our friends, our partners, etc., and what lessons we'd like to learn in this lifetime. So yes, you are right with that because more often than not, the people that we are in this lifetime with, we have had experiences with in other lifetimes as well. And sometimes we keep repeating the same thing each lifetime until we learn the lesson that we were meant to learn. So this is when a lot of people talk about twin flames and soulmates, and I talk about karmic soulmates as well because we have people that come into our life to teach us certain lessons, and I call them karmic soulmates. So if you are meant to be learning something from this person, possibly you've not learned it from the previous lifetimes, and maybe it's time to say, okay, what is it that I'm not getting? Because I just feel like, when you keep repeating something over and over and over again and expect a different result and wondering why you're not getting different results when you're doing the same thing, I feel like that this is something to do with you as well. Okay, so I'll leave that there. Okay. Okay, so Liz, what are you asking me? Am I doing all right with my healing? Is there anything I could be doing differently? So, is this healing for you, honey? Or are you talking about learning healing? And what's the best way for me to open more to receive messages from spirit? Okay, I'm always going to say meditation to be opening up and receiving messages from spirit. It's when you need to be in this meditative state where basically all the noise has been taken away from you, so you are open to be receiving the messages that are coming in. Now for me, I do this every single day before I start reading. I will open up, and that's a form of meditation that I do for approximately 5 minutes. I sit there and speak to my team. I invite guides and ancestors and past loved ones for the people who I'm reading for to be present around me, but to not make contact with me until I have their loved one with me. And this is a little ritual that I do every day. But I'm always going to say that is the best way to be receiving messages. And it's also getting in the habit of speaking to your team as well. You need to speak to them like we're having a conversation now. You need to say to them, can you show me whatever, and show me this and show me that, and they will show it to you. But you've also need to train yourself to understand that all these things that pop into your head a lot of the time is not you, it is spirit that is putting it in there. But unfortunately, our ego will take that away because you think, oh, that's a really random thought, and it's gone, and you throw it away, and then something else will pop in and go, yeah, no, that's ridiculous too, I'm daydreaming. But more often than not, we are actually receiving downloads from spirit world. So in terms of your healing, I keep getting drawn around the stomach area here, but I feel like it's to do around the solar plexus. Now, I'm not an expert when it comes to chakras. I just know very basically what they all do. But the solar here, I'm feeling it's something to do around your feeling, the way you feel things, and also to do around creativity as well. Okay. Who else have we got on here? What are you saying, Bree? Thanks. I had a reading with you a few months ago, and you said I had a spirit baby around me, and you said to be careful. Okay. It's funny when I see those things, and I say it for a reason. I definitely jumped like you said. I feel like I'm so ready for it all. I'm so curious to know if there's the one that all those things are going, if this is the one. Okay. Look, honey, just enjoy. Okay. What is the rush? What is the rush, sweetheart? Okay. I just feel like you're in a hurry to get to the finish line. Just enjoy it, lovely. Oh, Brad Wolf, you're a funny one, aren't you, lovely? Okay. So do you like what you see, sweetheart? Okay. I'd want to be careful if I was you, sweetheart. Just saying. Okay. Just bear with me. There's always one, isn't there? You got nothing better to do. Okay. Let's have a look at you. Okay. And I bet if I saw you, Brad Wolf, you'd be the size of a midget. You certainly got the brain of a pea. Okay, interesting. I love trolls. Don't we, people? We all love the trolls. You picked on the wrong person. Yeah. You're welcome, Brigitte. I hope that helps you. Okay. Where else are we? So, Liz, you're saying I'd love to be more open to your team. It's very easy, sweetheart. And I would get into the habit of meditating, regular meditation. Now, when I first started, I used to do, it was daily for me, and I used to try and do it at the same time every day. And so it's sort of like I was making an appointment with them, and they knew this is what my routine was every day, and that turned up. So you've got to get into a routine. Who else have we got here? Okay, those who've just joined me, you need to ask me specific questions. So I'm not doing generals. I don't read cards. I don't know. You might want to go and check out that wolf bloke that was just on here. Apparently he's got star cards. Just saying. So I'm sure he's a wealth of information. Okay. Okay, Liz, what did I just bring up with you, sweetheart? You lost your son 8 weeks ago still. Oh, honey. Yeah, I'm sorry, sweetheart. It's hard for me to go back and look at comments and questions, sweetheart. Ah, that's devastating. Okay, I just want to go back and find if I can. Okay, so Brigitte, you've got the 2 children. Yeah, so I knew somewhere in the mix here there was kids here as well. Oh, Christy, liked and shared. Just wanted to say I love the color of your nails. Thank you. It's a new nail polish, and it's the first time I've put it on. So thank you. It's metallic. What do you call it? Turquoise. Thank you. Oh, let me have a look. Okay. Gresh, can we be specific with the question, please? And one question, not a whole reading. What do you want guidance on, Anne-Marie? What do you want me to concentrate, darling? So I'm going to say, let's be specific with questions because at the moment they're quite general. Okay. Marlene, will my boys follow me to Australia? Thank you. Okay, I've got one. The same one. One. Okay. Is there a connection to New Zealand with this as well? Can you let me know that? I just saw New Zealand. I just had that slice of heaven sing in my head then. So I have to acknowledge that. Now I am being shown there's one. I feel like one, yes. And is there anything legal that's involved in around one of these as one of these boys as well? Because I feel like, and again, it's nothing nasty. I feel like something official, something needs to be signing off or some red tape here. I have to talk about the legals around this person, but I feel like there is one. There's one that's following. The other one I'm on the fence with. Okay, so that's where I'm sitting at tonight with that. Who else have we got here? Hey. So Katrina, hello. Is the time right to move house? I don't feel settled where I am. There's a move soon. Is there a move soon and how far away? I'm picking up 10 with you. Okay. I have to talk about the energy in that house. And look, long story short, yes, I do see a move, but I'm picking up the number 10. So it could be in 10 weeks. I'm picking up. And I'm picking up something where, look, I don't know where you're based, but I'm seeing bush or country area. I don't feel like it's a very built up area where you are. I'm looking out the window. I feel like I can see quite a lot of trees there. So I'm going to say 10. It could be 10 weeks. It could be October. Okay, but the number 10 I feel like is quite significant with that for you. So I hope that helps you. Okay. Marlene, what was that in relation to? Yes, very much so. So I just remember briefly I spoke about New Zealand, 2 boys, one coming, yes, another one, something with legals with that. See, and that's why I've got always got this lag going, and I get my wires crossed and I forget what I've said, and then I've got to go back and revisit the reading again. Okay, who else have we got? Kate, you're welcome. Brigitta. Okay, if I've got time, I'll come back and answer that one for you, honey, but I've got a lot of other people on here wanting readings as well. Okay, so your daughter is with you and wants to go back to New Zealand, is that right? And that's what the legals are, or I have to bring that up. It's okay. Okay, Katrina. Oh wow, I don't know what that's in relation to, honey. I know I just did your reading, but this is when I get snippets and people give me one-worded answers, and you know, I don't know what it's in relation to. Okay, liked and shared. Thank you. Okay, so Alyssa, have I read for you? Your name looks familiar too. Cora and I get back together and move in together. Okay. There is definitely a soul connection there, honey. I have to say that. Show me the disconnect at the moment, non-communication. Am I right with that? They're showing me there was a soul connection there. They're showing me at the moment, yes, there is a heartache. So that's to me showing that the breakup that's happened there. Now they're showing me doing that. You're okay. Okay. Right. Interesting. Where I'm sitting at the moment, I'm not seeing it in the immediate future. But here's the thing, honey, and I don't know how to word this. Right. You're wanting to have babies, or you're wanting to have a baby. Okay, don't go jumping the gun. Okay, you can read between the lines with that one with me. I always stay true to what they're giving me here. But I'm just being shown at the moment non-communication, and I feel like that this will continue on for a little bit. Okay, I am picking up a number 3. So I do feel like, okay, 3 months, there'll be some form of communication, but I'm not seeing a moving in, put it that way. Okay, I'm going to say baby steps, honey. Okay, because I don't want you jumping the gun to be doing anything. Okay, and I'll leave that there. Good evening, Jenny Louise. Thank you for joining me. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the legals sometimes, Marlene, for me, when I see legal papers and that, it's like official things being signed off on. You know, sometimes people get a little bit funny when I say, oh, legal. They think, oh, they're going to court for something and they're in trouble, but it's not the case. Yeah, okay, I know that, Alyssa, but you can read between the lines what I'm saying here. Okay, and I'm not going to come and say it online. Okay, who else have we got? Okay, so Gresh, you're asking about financial aspect. Thank you. Okay, interesting. Okay, they're showing me here. Okay, thank you. I'm getting lots and lots of numbers with you. Are you working in finances, or because I see a lot of numbers around you? Okay. They're showing me here. It's like you've really head down, backside up. They're showing me with that. Okay. Like I feel like it's only now that you're starting to really buckle down and make plans, because I just see a lot of planning that's going on around you. Now, I have to acknowledge that I feel there's a period of 4 months here, 4 months before things will start looking a lot easier, if that makes sense. So I do see the tightening of the belt for the next 3 to 4 months, and you turning down social events, you knocking back the little luxuries, and then I see more money coming in after then, and I do see a little bit of a celebration that's coming around you. But saying that, I feel like I need to talk about a property as well. I feel like there is money being put aside for a significant purchase. Okay, and I do see that. I do see that next year. There is somebody around you, also a male, that I feel like is either is already giving you advice with the finances, or is going to give you advice with the finances. I also have to highlight October as well. Okay. But at the moment, thank you, Spirit. They're showing me stagnant, stagnant. I feel like everything's a little bit stagnant at the moment. 4 months, lovely. Okay, so I'll leave that there for you. Charmaine, yes, you have had readings with me before. I've read you many, many, many times. I know that. I do know that. And I have also spoken about your son and the football as well. And a couple of weeks ago, he had an injury, and I remember specifically giving you a reading on that. And that's what I'm going to say. I still see that there is issues around this injury as well, and I do see a lot of sitting on a reserve bench with that as well. Okay. Mm, mm. Sonia, have we got an anniversary coming up, sweetheart? Okay. This sweet little one always follows me around everywhere. I can tell you that. She had another name, but she was known by something else, wasn't she, sweetheart? Okay. Because I keep writing Maisie, May, but she had another name. Is that right, lovely? Is that who we're talking about? You can let me know that. And this is why I don't like to do mediumship, because now I've got to wait for you to get back to me. But I feel like I need to acknowledge some sort of anniversary around now as well. And I am picking up these beautiful balloons as well. So I have to acknowledge I'm getting balloons, which is odd. Because usually for birthdays, I see cakes, but a balloon to me signifies for me, I want to say a baby coming into the family. So have we got a pregnancy somewhere in the family as well? Sweetheart, she's only a thought away. She may not be here physically, but I can promise you that she is with you all the time. Now, I have to also acknowledge, was this to do around breathing? Did we have something to do with cystic? I don't even know half the things. I've got a lot of issues with breathing, and I have to. Was it cystic fibrosis that was cystic? I feel like I need to acknowledge something to do around the lungs with that as well. Okay, if you can just let me know. But she is with you, you know that. You feel her all the time. Um, she's also commenting on the picture that you've got on your bedside table as well. Is that cerebral palsy? That's it, cystic. So yeah, I knew it was something like that, and got issues around here. Okay. Do you understand the picture on your bedside table there as well? Now, interesting. I feel like something got knocked over on the bedside table. There's something that moved, something that knocked as well. So yes, you understand that. And did that move? Did that knock over? I feel like it's been moved, or you saw it and thought, oh, that's a bit odd. That's the angle it's on, or I need to bring that up with you as well. Okay. Just waiting to hear back from you. This is why I don't like to do it. So you understand that it moved, and that was just her letting you know that she's around. It was like she didn't have the strength to do that. She's saying now she's got all this strength to do things. She's quite free. Her little body was quite in pain, and now she doesn't have that pain. Okay. But she's surrounded, I can tell you, she's surrounded by a lot of others. She's got a lot of others around her, a lot of other family members past. She's well protected, put it that way. But she says she's also the protector as well. It's like she's got a little wings. Kylie Marie, will I start my own spiritual business anytime soon? Will you? That's only something that you can answer, sweetheart. If you want to do it, you'll do it. I'm always one of these people, if I get ideas, I know it's from spirit and I just act on it straight away. So why are you procrastinating? So that's only something that you can answer, darling, and it's I'm putting it all down to procrastination as well. Okay, you're welcome, Sonia. Okay, Galen, that's bordering on medical, which I don't answer online here, darling. But um, those who have just jumped on, if you can read Galen's comment there, her little grandson Leo was born on Sunday with a few complications. So she's been sending healing to him. So if I can just encourage everybody to take a moment this evening and send some healing out to Galen and her family and little Leo as well. It's energy. We're throwing energy at him, healing energy. If we can just all take a moment to do that this evening, but I will certainly do that this evening for you as well. You can do healing as often as you like, sweetheart. It's prayer. It's intent. And I read this great thing on something popped up on Facebook today, like witches call it spells, and somebody else calls it manifestation. Somebody else calls it quantum physics. It's very interesting, but at the end of the day, it's all the same thing. So I will certainly do that, and I will just encourage if everybody else could take a 1 minute out of your time just to send some healing and thoughts and prayers to Galen and her family. Okay. Okay, so Elise, liked and shared, thank you. Will things become comfortable financially soon and will drama? Oh, okay. We've got kiddies involved too, haven't we, darling? Because straight away they've highlighted kids. It's something to do around the children. It's not. It's. I'm seeing an old movie back in the 70s. I think it was called Kramer versus Kramer. Kramer versus Kramer. So in terms of the settling down, okay, interesting. 7. 7. They give me the number 7. That's when there's going to be a change in direction for you. So I'm assuming that's when things will settle down. So 7 weeks, July, which is pretty much the same thing for me. So around about that time, I think you'll find that there will be a shift there with that. So I hope that helps you, lovely. Yep, 2 boys. Yep. So are you familiar with that movie, Kramer versus Kramer? It's really old, but I'm pretty certain it was the 1970s they made that, but I think it was a big movie at the time. Now, I'm going to say I feel around about July there'll be a shift with energy with that. Okay. Okay. You're welcome, Elise. I hope that's helped you. So I'll watch it if it gives us guidance. Yeah, I mean, like, that's really. See, this is the thing. If you're not familiar with how I read, everything I hear, feels, taste, smell, I'll pass on to you because it's not for me to understand. I'm just the messenger. And that was random for that to drop into my head. So I feel like maybe just jump off and just Google the movie Kramer versus Kramer. It's with a K, I think Kramer, Kramer versus Kramer. Okay. How are we going for time? We're coming up to 9 o'clock. Anne-Marie, we are always surrounded by our loved ones all the time. All the time. Now, what you need to do is ask for mum to give you a sign. And this is where I would encourage you to be a little bit specific with the signs. Don't say, Mum, can you give me a sign? Be specific with the sign. And this is what I say to a lot of people I do readings for. If you say, can you show me, if you're around, I want you to show me, this is, for example, a yellow flower. Now, it may not be a physical yellow flower. Somebody may be talking about yellow flowers in passing, or you may see a picture of a yellow flower or something pop up on Facebook with the words yellow flower or something. This is where you need to think outside the square. She will give you your sign, okay? I can promise you she's always around you, always. Okay, so we are coming up to 9 o'clock. I just feel like I've hit a brick wall all of a sudden. The whole weekend has just caught up on me. I'm sorry, everybody. I've just, I had the show on Saturday night and then I had back-to-backs on Sunday and the driving and then all day yesterday I was doing all behind-the-scenes stuff, getting ready for this week, and I was reading today. I'm here tonight. I'm reading tomorrow and the rest of the week. So, look, I might just answer a couple more if that's okay, and then I need to go and get some sleep, please, because I was making a joke about the witching hour on when we were doing our show at Goulburn on Saturday night about the witching hour, 3 a.m. And I say, I wake up every night without fail at the witching hour, and I did it last night as well, and unfortunately I had a bit of trouble getting back to sleep after the witching hour. So I'm a little bit tired. Yeah. Anita, if you would like to book a reading, yes, there's the details are down the bottom there, the psychicpinup.setmore.com. That'll take you to my availabilities. Now, I've only got some availabilities on Friday, and then a couple are left on Tuesday next week, and then I'm in Darling Harbour for 5 days after that for the Mind Body Spirit Festival. And I think, don't quote me, let me just look at my diary. I'm not back on board again for private readings until the 24th of May. And then after that, I'll be at Mittagong for the Living Wellness Expo. Goulburn, anybody who is in Goulburn, I will be back in Goulburn doing private readings on Friday the 2nd of June. Now, I think I've only got 1 or 2 spots left for that day for private readings there. And then next month, I will be in Melbourne on the 10, 9, 10, 11, and 12 June. I will be in Melbourne for the Mind Body Spirit Festival. So that is around mid-June. So I'm going to say about 4 weeks from today I'll be in Melbourne. So anybody who is in Melbourne, just to let you know, I am able to do private readings down there in about a month's time. Just saying. So Jenny Louise, thank you for sharing. Things have shifted. Hang on, my eyesight's going too. Things have shifted in the right direction. Do you see him and I? Why are you questioning all this all the time? You know what I'm going to say? What you fear, you create. Okay, I don't see any issues here. I just see it plodding along nicely and everything unraveling and unfolding the way it should happen. And I think there was somebody else on here before who wanted to move in, wanted to know where their relationship was going. I'm going to say, let's pull the reins back and let's enjoy each other's company. Let's not think too far into the future with this, because I see that this is all unfolding naturally the way it should, and let's not rush it. I'm just being shown you are very fearful of having your heart ripped out. Okay, and that's what I'm going to say. What we fear, we create. I want you to write that down and remind yourself, because I feel good about this, lovely. Okay, I'll leave that there for you. Okay. Yep, light and love to you too, Gayleen. You'll be in my thoughts this evening, honey, when I shut down, when I finish here. And I always shut down and close and ask Spirit to shut me off for the night so I can get a nice sleep. But they didn't do a very good job last night. Okay. So is this what he's saying, Charmaine? Oh my God, I was sitting at the MRI place waiting. I didn't type that. I asked to say I have not had a reading for a while and didn't hear you. I always follow you. Okay, that'll be the last time someone else types for me. That's okay. I didn't think that was the case. Yeah. See, just breathe, sweetheart. Breathe, Jenny. It's all good. I just pick up all this anxiety around you, and I just see you getting into a pickle over nothing. Okay. Alrighty, now it's just gone after 9 o'clock, so I am going to jump off now, and I do need to go and relax because I've worked flat out for the last 4 days, and I need to have a bit of a break and watch something and try to switch off. So thank you everybody for joining me this evening. As you know, if you wanted to book a private reading with me, the details are down there below, the psychicpinup.setmore.com. Those people out at Young, thank you so much. you blew my mind. You actually blew my mind to have all those tickets sold out in 12 hours. And I know that some of you have spoken to Nell out there as well, and she says that I'm doing another show out there apparently. So you'll just have to watch this space, and that's why I said if you haven't already liked my Facebook page, to please go and do that so you can get the heads up next time. But when I say to people, I book out quickly, this and that, I don't say it just for the hell of it. I actually mean it. And that's what I will say about the Mind, Body, Spirit Festival as well. If you're wanting to have a reading with me in Sydney next week, I'm more than happy to open up the books and put you in for a pre-booking just to save you having to wait around. So just private message me for that. You can't book that through the Set More online thing. Just contact me privately and I can give you some options there. As I said, those in Goulburn, I've got 1 or 2 spots left for Friday the 2nd of June, and then I won't be back there probably until the end of July, I think, just off the top of my head. And then I've got some other travel dates, but everything's up in the air at the moment. So, also Bathurst, people out at Bathurst, we have a dinner show coming up as well, myself and the Divine Channeler. So if you're out at Bathurst, again, I would encourage you to watch this space because it is going to be a very intimate evening. It is a dinner show, but shall keep you posted with that. So anyway, thank you, everybody. I will see you all next week. Thank you for joining me. If I didn't get to you, it's nothing personal. I get attracted to who I need to be answering, but I will be back next week.